I'm with one of my fabulous girls that was part of our Celebration of Curves campaign, Carly Wacker. And you've probably seen her a few times because I've been posting a lot of her fabulous curves in my design. So today we're just going to bring you a little bit of a girls chat from each of our offices and homes, and this way you can have a chat with us while we're doing it.
Don't you love how we've got matching offices right now?
I know, I love it. At least we planned the two dresses as well.
We are so zhuzhed up.
I love a good zhuzh. So I wanted to chat to you because one of my things I found is when chatting to all you girls at the campaign was just hearing all your different confidence in my dresses, and it really does make a difference, especially when you design all these clothes. You have all this passion and love that goes into them, and then when you hear it from women like yourself, finding a bit of more confidence in fashion again. And that's what I wanted to chat to you about, because you're styling one of my beautiful Ellie Kimono dresses, which is named after my gorgeous friend Ellie, who is a nurse, by the way, at the Royal Randwick Hospital. So she's doing an amazing job at the moment. And
we love you, Ellie.
I know. And you know what? She loves seeing everyone wearing the dress that's named after her. So yeah, talk me through it. How's the confidence in that dress that you found?
Well, I think first and foremost, red is such a power colour, and it's one that I love wearing. I feel confident when I wear red. When you speak to a lot of other women, though, they're like, stay away from red because I don't want to stand out. So I'm the opposite of that. I want to stand out. I love red. It just empowers me. And I think wearing red and red lipstick is a really clever way to bring confidence if you're not feeling super duper confident on any given day. But what I do love about the Ellie dress is obviously I'm very much sort of an hourglass type shape. What am I? A cello more so.
You're a cello. A cello is a smaller hourglass, so you're kind of really petite through this area. You still got the beautiful hourglass curve, but you're just smaller through here, so you're kind of like very balanced. So that's why they call it.
So what I find is that means that I need to always have a cinched waist, and I find that wrap dresses really do me a lot of favours. Like I'm looking quite tiny in the waistline right now. Let's accentuate that with the Ellie wrap dress. The other thing about it is because I'm not a super tall girl, that V neckline, that long V, it's really important to just sort of elongate my body. And the sleeves, well, I've got to tell you, over 40, one of the things a lot of women start to get a bit self-conscious about is the upper arms. And so this just makes me feel very confident. And of course, I've been at home for the last couple of weeks. I haven't been doing a whole lot. I may have had a bit of chocolate and a lot of wine. So I need to cover those spots that I'm not feeling confident about right now.
Yeah, well, it looks amazing. I love the colour on you, and especially because I love the fit too. It allows enough room that you're not restricted, because I find with a lot of wrap dresses, like when I was designing it, when you are curvy, a lot of wrap dresses are designed for like a BC kind of cup. So when you're pushing out the front or you're pushing out the hips, it gets caught, and then you bend down, you've got no actual movement. And especially if you are a bit bigger through the arms, having that long sleeve allows you a bit of freedom. So, and I love it too, because you do feel very Japanesey kind of, it gives you that sexiness. Well, you want to dance.
You just want to do the moves, don't you?
Oh, you've got
a screenshot of that for my Instagram. I think we need that.
Yeah, I think I love it, because I really love this on you. And it was funny when we tried on all the different styles. And even one of them, you were like, I'm not too sure, but you looked amazing in all my styles. I was so impressed. Like, it was just so rewarding seeing you and feeling so confident in the dresses. So thank you so much for that.
I think one of the really important things is, though, it's a great idea to have someone that you trust when you go shopping for a garment, because you might try on something that you never normally would. But it looks great on you, and it's not a style that you would normally wear. But when I was trying on all of your garments, I found that, this was the one that I felt most comfortable and most beautiful in. Although that white dress of yours that I wear all the time, so many people comment on that, yet it was a short dress, and I don't normally wear short dresses.
I know, and that's one of your things where I said you looked amazing in it. And it's kind of because you haven't had that style before, and you don't have that confidence when you start out. The more you wear it, the more you kind of get that confidence that comes back, because you're like a bit unsure, but then you're like, I got a positive glow from somebody, or they got a compliment, and it really does make a difference to you as a person as well.
Oh, I think there's nothing more important than expressing to someone if you think they look great, or do you know what I mean? I just think that, especially at this time, people need to hear a compliment,
Yeah.
a connection.
And
And
yeah.
I even did that this morning. I took the dog for a walk, and there's this lady that walks around Noosa, and she's dressed from head to toe in beautiful garments, quality garments, and she's always wearing a hat and bright red lipstick. And honestly, every time I see her out, I say, "You look absolutely beautiful." And it just, I know it makes her do, it makes me feel good too.
Does it? And speaking of confidence and style, one of my biggest things I want to try and, get across to a lot of women is how much fashion can bring you so much confidence.
Oh, absolutely. I think now more than ever, given the whole coronavirus situation that we're in, to get up and dress up for yourself, first and foremost, is the best thing you can do. It will encourage you to actually do things. I know the days that I've been in my jammies all day, I've pretty much wasted the day and done nothing. But the days that I get up and I put on something that I feel fabulous in, I'm productive and I'm doing great things that help with mental health.
It does. And one of those biggest things that I found, and when I started my business, the core reason for it was I was getting so depressed looking in my wardrobe every day. So my previous background, I worked in sport. So can you imagine managing rugby league players, and I don't have a female tracksuit. I have to wear a male tracksuit as my outfit for half of the time. So I was like, I don't want a polo shirt. I'm over tracksuit pants that are too big, and I had to roll them up, and lucky I could sew because I could kind of make a bit of a shape for me. But it was so hard to kind of get into that. And then you get that rare opportunity where I'd go back to my wardrobe and I'd be like, oh my God, I still got nothing that makes me feel alive. And that was the biggest thing. I said, I want to start my day on a good vibe, whether it's do some meditation, or I always start with a bit of meditation and music. So music is my little groove to get me started. But then you look into your wardrobe and that mood can change from being so happy to putting on clothes that makes you a bit bigger, or it doesn't suit your body shape. And so then you wear that, you walk out the door and your mind is already in a negative space. And that's what I find when I did this, and I went, okay, well, if I can't find clothes that fit my curvy body shape, I'm going to start designing. And I love it. Like, even people go, oh, you look a bit dressed up today. And I was like, I don't care. I feel fabulous and I'm going to wear what I want to wear because it brings so much confidence.
I hate it when people say you're so dressed up. It's like, you should first and foremost dress for yourself, make yourself feel fabulous.
Exactly.
When I first moved to the Sunshine Coast, I didn't change my style at all. And people were like, oh, shouldn't you be in like beach gear? I'm like, no. When I get dressed, I want to wear what I'm wearing and feel fabulous. And just going back to that point, when you wake up in the morning, one of the really great tips that I live by, it's the 5 Ps, right? Preparation prevents piss poor performance. So every night before I go to bed, I prepare what I'm going to wear the next day.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
So when I wake up in the morning, I'm not stressed. I know I've got this fabulous outfit that I know that I'm going to love because I've put it together with care and not in haste.
Yeah.
And I hang it out at the front of my wardrobe. And that way I know that I'm going to be in a great frame of mind because I've got my outfit, I'm ready to go for the day, and I'm prepared.
That's awesome. It's kind of like, for all the women or the mums out there, you're preparing lunches and not ready. But prepare for yourself as well. Oh, I love that. Well, that's definitely going to happen.
So important.